communicate with Adder. I don't speak a word of Polish.
Yes, you do. We all say kurwa. You must use your hands and feet for the rest. I always manage, and so will you.
Siemanko, witam was na moim kanale Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Dobra. Ostatnio sobie tutaj zakończyliśmy. Planowałem, żeby odwiedzić Katarzynę, ale kurde... Nie wiem, czy najpierw sobie nie lepiej zrobić coś z tego. Czarcia Sfora. Bo tu trzeba jechać do Gutenbergu. Dobra, wypytamy go.
You said you were going to tell me more about the Devil's former band.
Didn't you say you wanted to find this Liechtenstein fella first?
What if I bumped into one of them by chance on my way to Kuttenberg?
Right. I suppose it's possible.
Tak może
Anyway, only a few fellas out of the whole glorious pack survived the shitstorm, and it's not certain they are still alive. As far as I know, Matthew, Bohuta, Raniak, Janos, and Eder survive. I only know where to find Bohuta. And maybe Matthew. But who knows?
Tell me about Bahuta first. Who is he, anyway?
Well, Bohuta, he was always in trouble. Angry as a dog and covered in bruises. He and his brother could drink all the beer in the inn. Just the two of them. Then they would make a terrible ruckus.
It sounds like you three would get along well. But you said his brother was dead.
Yes, he died right before Bahuta's eyes. Not pretty. Bahuta has been acting weird ever since. He dropped everything overnight and turned to prayer. As if he was scared of being next in line.
Where can I find Bahuta?
At the rectory in Grunt. He helps out with the church.
Did you ever see him again after they caught the devil?
Yeah. But there was no reasoning with him.
You think it'll be different now?
Look, I don't know. Maybe when he hears the devil's back, he will come to his senses. But I doubt it.
I'll go over there and try to talk him into it. There's no harm in trying.
But be careful. Bahuta was never far from giving someone a beating. Maybe he's still got that in him. It was Slavic who kept him from ending up on the gallows because of a fight. Oh, but he's already with the Lord.
Okay.
Now tell me something about this Matthew fella. Someone with a name like that surely can't be all bad.
The name may be pretty, but he's as ugly as sin. You better not stare at him too much. It is not good for your stomach. He's also a damn willy bastard. People say he likes to rob on trade routes, telling his victims he's collecting tax for the king.
And where do I find him?
I hear there's someone robbing merchants on the roads near Miskowic. That would be fitting for him. Maybe the bailiff can tell you more. It's practically happening in his yard.
If he's so crooked, why did you take him into your band in the first place?
Nasty characters are more suited to our line of work. It is much harder to convince good people to do bad things.
I'm not afraid of dirty work. Sometimes there's just no other option.
Here, here. If it bothers you, there's no place for you with the devil.
Where can I find this Matthew?
Probably somewhere near
Aha,
Miskowic.
dobra, okej. To już było, dobra, dobra.
What about the rest of the band? You mentioned more than one person.
Of course. That leaves Janos, Eder, and Raniak. I don't know where they are, but I can tell you about them.
Who is this Adder? What kind of nickname is that, anyway?
Oh, that's easy. He's called Edda because he can't keep his snake in his breeches. He's Polish. He does not speak our tongue, so only Janusz can speak to him, really. But otherwise, he's a fucking hilarious. And when shit gets tough, he can really handle it.
Do you know where he could be?
I have no idea. But if you find Janusz, Edda will be nearby. The two of them are practically inseparable.
Okej.
How am I supposed to communicate with Ada? I don't speak a word of Polish.
Yes, you do. We all say kurwa. You must use your hands and feet for the rest. I always manage, and so will you.
Tell me more about this Raniek.
Raniek has a great aim. Slightly better than me, even. Oh, and that bow of his, I tell ya, is a masterpiece. That is how you will know it is him.
How did he get that bow?
How do you think? He won it playing dice. But that was the first and last time he ever won anything. If anyone is really unlucky, it is him. But he would not stop if you were to cut off his hands.
Do you have any idea how I could find him?
Oh, I don't know anything about him. Try asking around at inns where they play dice. It is possible he lost his hose in one of them.
Dobra.
Did you ever see him again after the devil was captured?
Oh, just once. He wanted me to lend him money. He did not have any to bet with. But I was skinned and looking for a way to get the devil out of jail. Either way, I told him to fuck off, and he listened to me.
Tell me about this Janusz.
Janusz? He's from Hungary. He speaks like a Tatar, but at least you can understand him a little, unlike Ada.
And how did he get here? Did he defect from Sigismund?
Not at all. He did something back home, had the gallows waiting for him, so he fled to Moravia. He was having the time of his life until recently. Wine, women, and song. But now he has problems because people take him for a human. But if you knew how he can cook, give him a dead rat and half a carrot, and he will cook you a 3-course dinner.
How can I recognize this Janusz?
Like I said, he looks a bit like a human. He speaks almost like we do, but in a queer way, where you talk to him. You will definitely notice it.
I'm already liking this Janusz. I think we'll get along well.
Janusz, why?
I just love life like he does. No one knows when the Lord will call him. So why waste time?
As you say, you never know what day will be your last. And that is especially true among us.
Thanks. I'll go and look for them.
They may sound like a bunch of morons as I tell it, but they will be damn useful to us. Good luck!
Dobra. Jak to tu wygląda? Twoje posłanie. To co, jak jest posłanie, to powinno też być i jakoś skrzynia, nie? Na przedmioty. Dobra, tu chyba nie. Co tu mamy? Aha, tu jest wyjście. Nie, włamywać się nie chcemy.
do you want here, you yokel?
Cijaku żadna. To bitej. Padło mi prostaku. No nie, na przekimać się idzie, ale żadnej skrzyni tutaj nie widzę. Co jeszcze z góry? Aha. Też się tu można przekimać. Dobra. To może z nią coś pohandluję. Pójdź na to. Kurwa, poczekaj na mnie. Sprzedaj. Chcesz coś kupić ode mnie? Pochodnia ci mogę sprzedać. To ci mogę sprzedać. Co tu jeszcze można sprzedać? Świecznik ci mogę sprzedać. Jest. No dobra.
Thank you. And take care.
Narka. Jak to tu wygląda? Okej. Ślimak to nie mój konik. To też nie mój. Śledzik. O, tu jesteś, dobra. Czarcia nora. jest Gutenberg? Nie znowu nowe zadania. Dobra, najpierw pojedziemy sobie tu. Aha, bo tu jest porozmawiać z wójtem. Dobra, jademy tu. Kierujemy się na C.
Go!
Żeby w jakieś drzewo nie walnęli, kurde.
Ja! Ja! Quick! Go! Whoa!
Spokojnie. O, ściul, leciałek to ja.
Wait! Wait! Wait!
Dobra. Coś się tu popieprzyło, ale na szczęście się nie zablokował. Śmigaj tu konika.
Go!
No,
Whoa! Whoa!
dobra.
Hey, you! You hear me?
Ka!
Spierdzielaj.
Ja! Quick! Ka! Quick! Whoa! Whoa!
To co? Zjarane? Tak to wygląda.
Ka! Ja! Go!
Dobra, jak nam to idzie? O, już prawie jesteśmy.
Quick!
Elegancko.
quick. Go. Ka. Ka.
Dobra, spokojnie. Odkryłeś Miskowice.
Whoa, whoa.
Full testicles. Fresh full testicles. Delicious full testicles.
Może tu się czegoś dowiemy. Gosposia, powiesz mi coś, gosposiu? Nie powiesz mi nic. Wieśniak mi też nic nie powie. Aha, tu jest jakiś informator, albo tu. Dobra. To może pokierujmy się najpierw tu.
Good to see you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Jeszcze dalej. Gosposia. Syn oberżysty Marek. Powiesz mi coś, Marku, czy też nie?
God be with you.
No nie, na razie nie chcę grać w kości. Patrz, ten informator poszedł. Co jest?
God bless.
Oberżysta Zdzisław. Dobra.
What will it be?
What's going on around here?
Martha, the wife of our blacksmith here, came complaining a while ago. She arranged a job for her old man, but he doesn't like it. He won't even let his apprentice do it. And it's a pity you weren't here earlier. There was a fight.
Some drunks had a fight.
No, that's just the point. A bunch of brutes laid into a lad. I think they were after him. If I hadn't called the bailiff, he could have ended up a lot worse.
Okej.
And you don't know why they beat him up?
You'll have to ask him yourself. He wouldn't tell me anything. He acted like nothing had happened.
And who was the lad?
A hired hand from Vysoka, a village up the hill. I think his name is Pavel.
Thanks. Anything else?
There are also bands of vagrants wandering around here, so something will definitely happen sooner or later.
Right here.
Not yet, but people are already afraid to stick their noses out at night, especially after that fight with those blokes from Prague.
What happened?
They were acting like they owned the place, drinking and eating like pigs. Our lads told them politely to take a walk, and they did too, but not before beating our lads up like dogs. And what did the bailiff do? Not a thing. He's an old yellow belly. So now the lads are practicing fighting with their bare hands, so it won't happen again. All in secret, of course. And that's about it.
Sounds interesting. Thank you, innkeeper. The bailiff doesn't know anything about the fights.
He suspects something. That's why he often sits in here and listens to all that's going on.
Could I take part in these fights too?
But of course, my son runs them. He's the strongest one here and he loves to brag about it. I can't listen to it anymore. If you beat that lout, I'll give you something on the tavern's tab. What do you say?
Maybe some other time.
Dobra, dzięki za informację. Jeszcze tu się opytamy.
Strong onions. White, yellow. hand thread, the best on the market. Doesn't it bother you? Walking around here like some animal.
Pokaż na tej mapce, jak to wygląda. No dobrze, idziemy. Tu sobie idziemy.
What's new around here, blacksmith?
That soldier who recently offered us work comes to mind. He was looking for a blacksmith and saying some pretty suspicious things. I don't want to get involved with any soldiers from Sigismund's camp, but if you really need money, try going to see him. Alas, that's all I know.
All right, thank you. I'll look into it. What's new around here, blacksmith?
Nothing much. If you're looking for a job, try your luck elsewhere.
Okej. To teraz trzeba się dostać do tego wójta.
It'd end in tears.
Doesn't it bother you, walking around here like some kind of animal?
Żona
Good
Kowala.
afternoon.
You look troubled. Is there anything I can help you with?
You're very kind, but I need someone who knows their way around a smithy. I need to get a few horseshoes made and deliver them. They were supposed to be done yesterday.
Oh, great. It just so happens I'm a blacksmith, and I'd be glad to help you.
Really? Oh, then you've been sent from heaven.
So, how many of those horseshoes do you need?
Well, if you manage to make horseshoes for 2 horses, I'd be forever grateful to you. I'll pay, of course. Take care now.
Zadanie poboczne. Ach, śpi kochanie. No ja mam jakieś podkowy, nie? Ale to widocznie za mało. Dobra. Co ty mi tu powiesz?
I hear a certain Matthew has been rampaging round here.
Do you mean Matthew the Collector?
Collector? Is that a nickname?
That's what he calls himself. He says he's collecting for the king on the roads. But he's just a common bandit. And a real pain in my ass. If I didn't have to deal with this Janusz Uher bullshit, I'd have dealt with that scumbag by now. But as they say, misfortunes never come lightly. When there's bullshit, there's a lot of it.
Janusz Uher?
That's the scoundrel I have locked up in the pillory outside my house right now.
What did he do?
He was trying to rob the blacksmith's house, but Loisa, his helper, caught him. He lunged at him, but Janusz pulled out his axe, and the lad ended in a bad way. God knows if he'll survive. If we have to bury Loisa, I'll make sure Janusz hangs.
What exactly did Janusz do to Loisa?
He slashed him with an axe, the murderer, right in the stomach. He's got a deep, gaping wound there, like a gate to hell. We don't have an apothecary or a sawbones here. The herbalist says he only has 2 more days left.
I'll go to see Loisa.
As you wish, but be careful. He's in a really bad shape.
Hey, about this Matthew. Where does he ambush people most often?
He has already robbed several traders on the roads between our village and the Sukhdol fortress. You'd better avoid those places. Although, there is a bounty on Matthew, if you dare. Not too measly, actually.
I'd be happy to help. The likes of him belong behind bars or in the pillory.
Or the gallows. Listen then. Besides the fact that Matthew robs traveling merchants, he also has something much more valuable. If you can bring it to me, you'll get your reward.
What precious thing can a bandit like him have in his possession?
Here's the thing. Not long ago, a certain master illuminator was passing through. An interesting man, honored guest. I gave him lodging and food at my house and asked him a few questions. He said he was delivering a book to Sedlets, for which he had been asked to make pictures. He was very careful with it and kept it close the entire time. He left at dawn the next day.
And what happened then?
They found him dead by the wagon he arrived in, which was burnt. The book had vanished into thin air. If Matthew's involved, and I bet he is, he must still have the book.
Hey, about this Matthew. Where does he ambush people most often?
Were you not listening to me?
Dobra, to tutaj sobie zakończymy odcineczek. Zapraszam na kolejne odcinki. Dzięki i do następnego.